All right, welcome back. I'm sitting here with my man, Jay Cooper.
Stefon,
What's
going
on?
What's going on with you, man?
Oh, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, me too.
Some very funny stuff. I just didn't like the part where you talked about me being 30 years at home. You know, that was me.
That was you?
That was me.
I feel your pain.
My mom tried to get rid of me. And I was like, no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to sit here. You had me, you stuck with me.
Oh, man.
So what's been going on with you, man?
Oh, nothing, man. Just doing my thing, going out to as many open mics as possible. Try to get my face out there.
Now, last time we seen each other, we did the show at the August Wilson Center.
That's right.
Now, how was that experience for you?
Oh, man. Nerve-wracking. You know, I'm used to playing like little clubs and, you know, bars and stuff like that. That place, man, felt like the Apollo. That was nice, well, without the crowd.
Well, for some of the people there, it was the Apollo that got booed.
Oh, man. You gonna go there? You gonna talk about that dude?
No, we ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna talk about you.
He bombed. Bad.
But it happens.
It
happens. It haven't happened to me yet. It's like, no, it did. It happened to me in Philly. I bombed in Philly, and it was like, yeah, it was a bad feeling.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, dang.
Now, what about heckling? You been heckled?
No, never been heckled.
Never been heckled.
Never been heckled. Because I'm not that type of comedian. I like to control the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I don't give them a chance to heckle.
Okay.
So I've never been heckled. Have you?
Once. One time. What, you want to hear about it?
Well, yeah.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Now, I did an open mic at some, can I name the place?
Yeah.
Okay, I did open mic at the Firehouse Lounge, down the Strip District. T-Roll, he was the MC at the time, and it was, I remember coming up in there, and it was like so many black women in there, and I'm not used to that, you know. Usually it's a mixed crowd and stuff, but everybody in there was sisters. And I'm like, you know, what's going on? And it turned out that the headliner for that night was some woman named, oh man, I done forgot her name already. That's a shame. Well, I only saw her perform once. I can't believe I forgot her name already. But they called her.
It was a sister?
It was a sister. I just
CC?
Nah, it wasn't CC. It was another one. I can't remember her name. Nah, it wasn't crazy case. It was
Comedy?
It wasn't her either.
Well, those are only three.
There's the only three you know?
Yeah. I don't know nobody else. So.
I had her name on the tip of my tongue and I just forgot. It don't matter. But anyway, she was the headline that night, and it got crazy because nobody wanted to see the other comics, so they were heckling everybody, And I remember one of the girls pulled T-Row to the side, and they was like, when's she gonna come on? Because we got to be at work in the morning.
Mm.
So, they had to speed things up. So T-Row pulled me to the side. He said, Jay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put her up next. And then after her, then you can go on.
So he put you as the headliner?
No, he put me after the headliner. I was not. She was the headliner. And I'm thinking to myself, what is wrong with you? Why are you going to put me on after the headliner? Yeah. That made no sense whatsoever.
Especially when they just said they got to go to work. They were going to leave after they see her.
Exactly, and that's exactly what happened, man. She stayed longer than she was supposed to. She was on stage for like 20 minutes, and everybody laughed and everything. As soon as she got off, by that time, half the women done left. When I got on stage, there was this ignorant sister. I don't want to get too much into it, man, but she had me upset, bro. I mean, I came up and said, and it's my fault because I was trying out some new stuff and I should have stuck with the tried and true. But she had long fingernails, like FloJo, those ones like out to here and stuff. Mm-hmm. And she was drinking out of the champagne glass and she just kept doing that clickety clack on it and stuff, being loud and doing the womp womp like at the Apollo and stuff.
Oh.
I was on stage not even 30 seconds. Sister ain't giving me a chance, And T-Row saw that I was struggling and he just was like, wrap it up. And I was like, you know what? And I got ignorant and I cussed them out and I dropped the mic. And I got off stage. So unprofessional. So unprofessional. I apologized after that, man, but she had me upset because I ain't never been heckled before. But now, try to heckle me now. I got you now. Back then, see, I was young then. I was only like 8 months into it. So, this is a different time now. I'm 2.5 years in the game, so try to come at me with 2.5 years. Try to come at me with it now. I did.
See, now, I think a good sign of a good comedian is to be able to come back to hecklers. Mm-hmm. You know, like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. You know, that's the sign of a polished comedian. Mm-hmm. And I've been working on like some comebacks. For like, if somebody heckle me, mm-hmm. I've been working on some comebacks. Yeah. Like, watch, I'm gonna try one out. Like, all right, say I'm on stage, right? And somebody out there in the audience say, "You suck," right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how I come back to them. So somebody say, "You suck." Okay, and so that's what I do. I just keep on going.
That's good.
But you know, the one thing, I think I talked about this on another show. One thing, the best one I heard was Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
Oh yeah.
When, remember the part when the girl yelled out something and she had yelled out something for him to do some type of character or something. And then the guy on the other side of the stage on the audience,
he said, "Shut up, you
be." Yeah. And then Eddie Murphy came back with, "Oh, yeah, I didn't know I was a ventriloquist."
Mm-hmm. Dude dropped the mic, everything. Classic.
That was like the funniest. And Richard Pryor, man, he would just like look at
the man.
You knew not to say nothing with Richard. When he was doing his younger days, mm-hmm. nobody heckled him. They waited till he got older and a little bit sicker before people would start heckling because mm-hmm. they know they couldn't get away with it.
Nah, they couldn't touch him.
So, all right, you've been doing comedy 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
So I've been doing comedy a half a year longer than you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I only been doing it 3 years.
Oh, okay.
3 years.
You've been in there for a minute.
No,
my goodness.
No, just.
So we on the same. So we on the same level.
I'm still a baby too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm due for a TV show then.
Yeah. Just.
Okay.
As long as it ain't near mine.
You know.
As long as it ain't on the same time as mine.
I like that. Take his job, right?
Who said that? Shut up. That's how I come back to hecklers. Shut up.
Nice.
No, but I follow. Okay. Who are some of the comedians that inspired you?
Well, besides the Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy that you named, gotta go with. See, I like some of the old school comics as well. You know, the George Carlin, Steve Martin, and let's see who else. Dave Chappelle. I love me some Dave Chappelle, man. He's goofy, like me. So that's hands down me. Sometimes I can get serious, so you gotta go with Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Gotta go with Bernie Mac. And on
what
occasion.
about Kevin?
Oh, Kevin Hart, very underrated comic, man. The dude should have been famous a long time ago. The dude been in the game since the 90s. People are on his bandwagon now.
Yeah.
But they don't know that he's been around since like 15 some years ago.
I think him and Tony Roberts is like the funniest comedians out there right now.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Chris Rock. Can't leave out Chris Rock.
Yeah.
My goodness. I got all this stuff. Oh, Cat Williams. How did I forget him?
You like Cat Williams?
I like Cat Williams. You didn't know? Okay. You probably didn't even know this. Okay. Now, do you remember that one stand-up he did in D.C.?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember what he wore? Remember he wore the black jeans with the long sleeve tuck-in shirt? Yeah, with the big belt buckle on the top. That's what I wore at the August Wilson Center.
Oh, I wouldn't have put that together.
Nah.
I wouldn't have put the two together.
I'm just saying. I mean, because that was a good stand-up. I was like, you know what? Let me just come out there Cat Williams style.
Yeah.
And it worked. It worked. We killed.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? We killed that night. Most of us.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about you. We're not going to bring his name up.
Nah, I mean, I don't know his name.
Happens
I don't know his name anyway.
It happens.
Say no, I'm playing. I love you, bro.
What are where are some of the other places you performed?
Oh my God. Well, when I first started, I spent the first 6-8 months Smiling Moose down the South Side.
I think everybody goes there.
It's a perfect place to get some time.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because in there it's I can't even say predominantly. It is pretty much an all-white audience up in there because bikers come up in there. the tattoo artists. They
Yeah,
all
because
come
when
in
I
there.
first went there, I didn't know it was upstairs.
Yeah.
So I'm downstairs, writing my jokes, waiting to perform, and I'm looking, I see all these motorcycle jackets and, mohawks and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I don't think I should be doing no jokes here.
Right.
Because I didn't want to die.
Right.
So, and then when I told them what I was here for, they like, oh, you gotta go upstairs. And then when we went upstairs, I seen all the white people there with shirts and ties on and stuff. I said, okay, then man, I can do comedy in front of them.
And I don't even know why they were dressing up or anything, because that was, I mean, I love Smiling Moose, but it was one of the dirtiest places I've ever performed at.
I had the best time there, though.
I did. I had fun.
time.
That's where I started. I started.
I started.
Southside. That's right.
I started at the Funny Bone. That's when I started doing my first open mic, and then they moved on to Green Tree.
And then
I
people
stopped
stopped.
going.
Yep.
But I
stopped
met a,
I did the Funny Bone too.
nice.
That was good times.
Yeah.
That was good times.
And said the only part I hate was you got to go out there and try to pass out the tickets to get people to come in.
See, I ain't had to do that.
Oh, we had to do that.
I ain't had to do that.
They gave us a stack of yellow tickets. They was like, try to bring people in. And these tickets were for free. So people walk by, you be like, hey, come to the comedy show for free. And like they be like, no.
Well, you know what? See, I went a different. I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you. I ain't had to go through that. But what I had to do, I stood outside and I just let people know, hey, I'm about to go on. They be like, are you a comic? And, I was like, yeah. See, white people, I don't know how far I can go with this, but let's just say that, there's a lot of pressure on us. They expect us to be funnier than the white comics and stuff. So that was one advantage I had to get them to come in.
But then one thing, they listen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they definitely listen.
You know what I mean? They'll sit there and listen.
Completely quiet. My first time at Funny Bone, I said, man, I hope I'm funny. Because I done got so many people in there. I didn't get the young people like I wanted to, but I got there's a lot of older white women that like me. And they was cool with it. They were with it. I remember I stepped outside. I did my bit. Everybody was outside doing a cigarette break. The headliner, who I think is pretty funny, he went on stage, did his thing, but they stepped out, and they was like, I liked your set. I was like, thank you very much. He said, you're funnier than the guy that's on stage now. And I said, but that's the headliner though. I mean, this dude been in the game 10 years. I'm only 6 months in. He said, well,
yeah,
you're funnier.
Well, it takes takes time. They
It
say
does
a
take
lot
time.
of comedians didn't make it to, 15, 20 years. So I still got 17 more years before if I don't make it by then, I'm giving up.
Right?
Well,
and you know what? Let's make this a public service announcement. I want to let everybody know. If you in the comedy game to make money, then you in the wrong business.
Yeah.
All right, you got to have a passion for it. It shouldn't be about the money. Now, in time, if you're good enough, then yeah, you're gonna get picked up. You're gonna get some time, but
yeah, in time
Yeah.
you'll get the money.
Right.
Like right now, when I do a show, I be just let me borrow your access card. Let me get some food.
Right.
And then that's my pay.
access card. What's an access card?
Food stamps.
The food stamps?
Yeah.
What?
You don't know what that is?
I'm from the suburbs. I'm sorry, I don't know nothing about it.
With the yellow on it.
Is that what that was?
You don't know what
That
food
was
stamps is?
Man, I told you I'm from the suburbs, man.
Man, I'll show you. I got mine.
You got an access card?
Yeah.
Man, I pull out my bank card, man.
Huh?
I just pull out my bank card.
Well, I can pull out my bank card too. Every time I swipe it say go to Coinstar. I'm broke, man.
Coinstar, huh?
Yeah.
I'm learning new things.
That's
man.
where I cash my checks at.
I gotta hang with you more, man. In my neighborhood, I don't get to hang out with brothers and sisters as much as I'd like.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
In
All
my
right.
neighborhood, it's predominantly white. We're like the Cosbys, where we live. You know what I'm saying? We're like the Hughleys.
You hang with me.
You
Trust me, we can get a 6-quart mill for 50 cents.
If we got time, let me tell you something I think was really funny. My uncle's gonna like this. All right, I was in Buffalo, because that's where I'm from, and he took me to the hood one time, which I've never been to the hood before. It's like going to the zoo. It was awesome. So he took me to the hood, right? And I'm seeing all kinds of crazy things. I'm seeing this crackhead, at this parking lot, and he was trying to sell people's cars.
He was trying to sell people cars.
Like people who parked and went into the store. He was trying to sell their cars quick before they got back. It was crazy. I saw a hood rat on the corner. Now this girl was fine. And my uncle looked at me, he was like, "You like that, nephew?" I was like, "Yeah." He rolled down the window, yelled at her, he said, "Hey, my nephew want your number." I was like, "Oh, why you do that?" And the girl was like, 57123. I'm like, "Dang, she really gave me her number just like that. I don't even know her." That was crazy. That's my time in the hood, man. I loved it. And I want to go back. But I don't want to stay. Just research.
You just want to visit.
Just want to visit. It ain't a place you want to live at. No.
And see, I'm sitting up here now. Now you talking like that. I'm getting ready to ask, well, how's your sister Vanessa and Rudy doing?
Only child.
With Theo.
Thank God. Thank God. I was the only child. My goodness.
All right, so how far you want to go with this comedy?
As far as it'll let me. As far as God will allow me. So, take it as far as I can. If I don't make it, fine. I'm still going to be doing it.
Are you going to do other things, like going to acting and...
I have thought about that. I have thought about acting. My mom's been nagging me about it. They're having another casting call. I'm like, I don't know.
Try it. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I'll give it a shot. But for now, I'm still doing open mics down. And can I say where they're at? Mm-hmm. Okay. I still do open mics at the Beer Hive. That's on Penn Avenue and 26 down the Strip. That's Wednesdays at 8:30. And then sometimes I go to the Corner Cafe. That's off of South Side on 18th Street. And that's Fridays at, I believe, 10. So that's where you'll see me.
Who hosts the Beehive?
The Beer Hive is run by Aaron Kleiber.
It's called Beer Hive? Oh,
Beer
Aaron
Hive.
does it?
Yeah, Aaron Kleiber runs it.
Oh, this Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
You gonna be down there?
I'm gonna be down there.
I might come through. Cause I get off I think I get off early.
You think you get off?
Yeah, I don't know. I might call off. I'm always doing that anyway.
Nah, don't do that, man. Save your money. You said you got an access card.
Huh?
Save your money.
No, see, I
Go
gotta
to work.
have.
Go to work.
No, I gotta call off so I can keep limited hours so I can keep my food stamps. Mm-hmm. See, if I get too many hours, then they cut my food stamps.
Is that right?
And I get like $1,500 in food stamps.
I learn something new every day. I don't know nothing about this
I
stuff.
be buying lobsters.
You be buying lobsters?
Swipe my card.
Swipe your card.
That's funny, y'all.
It is funny. I'm learning stuff, man. This hood stuff is amazing.
You can buy lobster on food stamps now? Yeah, you can buy lobsters right there at Giant Eagles, Center Avenue. Hey, I want to thank Jay Cooper for being on my show. Hey, we'll be right back. All right, yo. We had a ball doing this show. We had a ball doing this show. I want to thank my guests, Southside family. My man